keep you down, pushing deep until you drown. Or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Nana in one direction. Nana is trying to escape. Yuna on the hunt. Oh my goodness. No, the Melina and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a... Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, bringing you day number 2. Actually the final day as well in Group D. We have the Royalty up against Dindray. In this best of 1, the points are up for grabs, and the lobby bans are in. So so far it was Florin and Bane coming out from Dindray, and it's Joy and Lance in response by the Royalty. So that's our lobby bans: Bane, Florin, Joy, Lancelot. We are starting a couple of minutes early. It's nice when the teams are ready. Everybody was ready and set, I think. Anxious, amped up to get this show on the road as we're heading into this matchup between these two titans of teams from Madagascar. So for everybody tuning in, thank you for joining in. Don't forget to smash that like, share, and subscribe as we will head into the action once the players get ready and set. And, well, the swap outs are happening. I think we're going to have Kia Lafana joining us in the matchup, swapping out for one of the players from the Royalty. And it looks like a lot of the people tuning in, voting 100% of the votes going the way of the Royalty, expecting a victory there. But anyway, let us get this show on the road. Everybody's ready. The lobby bans are through. It's time for the kickoff. All right, so bans have been checked. Everybody's ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's I think summertime right here in Durban right now. Starting to feel the heat a little bit. We'll see the players if they start to feel the heat. I just gotta put this fan on in my room just to say, well, oh, things are hotting up. Already getting hot under the collar. Match hasn't even started yet. The shouting from me hasn't been done yet. As we finally head into the banning phase, it's a ghost from the side of the royalty with the first ban. Allowing the timer to tick down quite a bit. Is that gonna... Ooh, that was waiting for the last second there. Getting rid of the CC. CC, as we know, is a monster, a powerhouse on the XP lane right now, and definitely one that you want to get rid of from the game.
Is like blood.
Team is banning.
Camilla, the next ban coming out from Dindre. Big team fight hero. If you get rid of a Camilla, it also opens the doors to go for a little bit of that healing composition. Let's get to see if they're gonna go for the healing composition, Dindre. Claude, the ban from the royalty, it definitely is a respect ban coming through. Claude is not one of those typical heroes that you expect or you usually get to see banned out. And the final ban being Angela. Angela, I think right now is a pick or ban kind of hero. So you don't want to be up against Angela. You don't want to face an Angela. So Angela being removed from the equation as the final ban from Dindre. It's a Tanuki first pick coming up for the royalty. There's a good few picks available. Quite a few in the jungle, like YSS is still there. But swapping out Kialafana on that Edith. So Edith, a little bit of a flex here. Can be played Rome, can be played Gold. Though I strongly suspect that we will be seeing the Edith on the Gold. One of the strong heroes on the Gold lane. Potentially also in the XP lane as well. Though I would say would do much better on the Gold lane than the XP. But hey, it all comes down to how you're going to execute the particular matchup and draft. Sukuna and Osirix going for the Xborg Vexana. Vexana, since the buff, firmly one of the favorite heroes to be picked up. And Sukuna on that Xborg will make it difficult to go for anything too tanky, because that true damage from his Lost Insanity ultimate just melts through everything. Okay, it looks like we're going to see Kialafana on that Edith, possibly XP or Rome, because we do have a Popol and Koopa into the mix, and Kratos going for the Kimmy pick. Kimmy is oh so deadly on that Gold lane. Ooh, Camelot going for the Jawhead. Not often we get to see a Jawhead pick coming into the mix. Is one of those very strong pick-off kind of heroes. Very, very strong in the early part of the game, as we do know. Is it going to be a Jawhead jungle? That's the question. That is the question. I don't think it would be a Jawhead jungle can work, right? Works nicely on the roam as well, but I don't think the royalty would really know where that Jawhead's gonna go. It's sort of a flex pick, shall we say. The final bans, Obsidia and YSS. YSS was a definite try. Actually, I don't know. Would you want to go for a triple MM lineup? Actually, it would be potentially a quadruple MM lineup for the side of the royalty. Yeah, because Edith can be classified as somewhat of a marksman. If they picked up that YSS, oh my goodness. Clint, a solid pick by Brian on the gold lane, is one of those marksmen that
There's nowhere for the evil to hide.
has the ability to hold his own up against most MMs in that gold lane. And Popel and Koopa, as we know, lots of pressure can be placed. And with the Albery locking onto the Rafaela, Ghost deciding he wants to go for the Lucas pick, having that little bit of extra that sustain that comes through from Rafaela works very nicely when you're playing roam or fighter jungles. So Lucas has a bit of both, a bit of tankiness, a lot of burst damage, especially with that Unleash the Beast ultimate of his. And Salah Adams countering the Kimmy, countering the Edith. I wonder if the second skill from Lolita does counter Unleash the Beast, that projectile, because it counts as a projectile. And the second skill there from Lolita does, that's what it does. It bounces back projectiles. So Salah Adam locking onto the Lolita, picking up the Revitalize as well. So we won't see those Flicker Numenon Blast plays coming through. But the Revitalize would give the team that little bit of extra sustain in a team fight. Now, interesting lineup from both teams. Let's head into the match and let's see how this is going to play out. So Zero saying Raf is bad right now. Well, not as good as she once was. I do agree with you. However, like a lot of things in this life, it's going to come down to execution. How the Rafaela is going to work into this mix will provide a little bit of mobility. That could help the Edith out quite a bit, because that's one of Edith's biggest weaknesses, is that lack of mobility and the slow animation time on her skills. So with that extra bit of mobility, you know, it definitely could help in that regards. But we'll get to see how things turn out. Kimmy doing an excellent job here, clearing wave. It's going to get poked out by Salah Adam, but returns the poke, returns the fire as the mid lane battle continues. Rafaela just... Ooh, tonight. This battle between the Popel and Koopa and Clint going down to the wire. Both heroes quite low. They do manage to heal back up. The Popel and Koopa manage to get the gold crab as well. Has to start playing a little bit safe. They need to get to that level 2. Needs the vision that's going to come through. Salah Adams set up for the gank here. He's going to go in. Wants to land the stun, but the doggy to the rescue. The shield is in there just to make sure. As there's Kimmy, she notices there's no shield. The continuation of the fight. Oh, but the Revitalize coming in from Lolita just keeps Lolita safe and healthy for the most part. Rafaela throws out that Revitalize just to heal Popel and Koopa back up and running. Doesn't have the trap available. Normally, you do see the Popel and Koopa rock the trap on this as the level 2 ability, just to give that vision, make it difficult to be ganked. Clint going in, wants to land the combo, does, gets poked back in response. Meanwhile, Turtle is up, first turtle of the game. Both roamers scouting each other out. They're both level 2. Jawhead wants to try to get in onto the action here. He's got that set potential, wants to target the Kimmy. Kimmy having to play very, very safe. But there's that Valley of the Shadow of the Death. The stun coming in from Lolita. Oh, but it's going to be the retraction pulse from the Kimmy, just keeping everybody safe. Jawhead into the mix, wants to get the stun. Lucas manages to get the ultimate off. Oh, but he's got that Unleash the Beast coming out, but he gets taken out by the Xborg Jawhead combination. But once more, there's that second skill from Lolita, doing a lot of damage in there, but oh, Camelot is in danger. However, Vexana throws out a skill, forcing Kimmy back, not allowing to get that kill. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Popel and Koopa getting the kill on the top lane and getting to eat quite a bit of the turret shield, but we'll have to reset. Don't want to be too low when you're up against a Clint. So far, the game is fairly even, though about a 600 gold lead going the way of the royalty right now, so that's a quarter of an item, I would say. Maybe a bit less than a quarter of an item, maybe about a fifth of an item in their favor, but the level advantage is the way of Popel and Cooper. Still not using the traps for vision, but we should see that change now as we see the first trap landing. There's the engagement onto the Lolita, has to dash away. Lucas does have the Unleash the Beast available, doesn't pop it just yet. Going for a bit of a jungle invader. Popel and Cooper engaging onto the droid. There's the Unleash the Beast coming out. Popel and Cooper wants to do some damage underneath the turret, but the turret and Clint keeping the Jawhead safe for the most part. Will we see the wraparound play coming in? Lolita wants to prevent that. Jawhead is in the mix as well. There's Kimmy throws out the traction pulse. Lolita with that second skill. Everybody has to stop attacking because you don't want to be committing suicide. A bit of harakiri going on there if you attack a Lolita with that shield. Kratos clearing wave, giving vision. Will maybe potentially go for a bit of poke in there. No, they're making the rotation towards the XP lane. Xbox still full frog armor available. And this could be a royal battle here around the second objective. Oh, there's a stun from Lolita onto the... oh, but the combination comes through. There's the Numenor Blast. There's the last insanity. The knock up from the Eden. She hits that Guardian. But Lucas, he's oh, he hit them up. He hit the big bad wolf comes into play. However, Jawhead with the return kill. But Kia Fauna cleaning up house manages to make it a 4-for-2 exchange going in the favor of the royalty. As we should see Lucas just head up and start taking this second turtle of the match. Lolita wants to head in here, doesn't have the Numenor Blast. The speed at which the royalty managed to take this objective, very much on point. Clint taking a lot of damage from Popel and Cooper, who's just waiting in that bush. Oh, Clint does get the poke out. Oh, burst down by Tanuka here, and is hightailing it because of the vision. There's a traction pulse, does land onto the Vexana. The heal comes through. Lolita throws out that second skill. Will be CC'd up. Numenor Blast. Will it catch it to anybody? Only onto the Raphael. There's the Eternal Guardian. Lands onto 2, but the Revitalize is there from the Raphael, keeping everybody alive as our mini lord chases everybody down to the tier 2 turret. Traction pulse does land onto Lolita. Oh, but the damage, the reflect damage, way too much. Popel and Cooper. Tanuka did not appreciate that from Kratos. Meanwhile, there's an engagement in the jungle. Lucas, he's in a bit of danger, but he's like, I want to go in for this. Oh, almost gets a kill, but burst down by Jawhead in Derry's own jungle around the blue buff. Oh, once again, this Lolita, the shield. I mean, if you're a Kimmy, it's one of the things you would definitely dread. Is a Lolita pick. Once more, vision being given by the Popel and Cooper. Poke damage onto the Clint. Do they get that star? Yes, they do. The traction pulse finishes it off. But they're joined with the charging, with the kickback. Popel and Cooper, he's trying to run. The Revitalize is coming in, but the Numenor Blast lands. Only catches onto the Kimmy's as a 1-for-1 exchange. However, Kimmy in a lot of danger, turns around, trying to dish out the damage. There's the Eternal Guardian. Oh, Lucas, he's trying to get something done, but the Jawhead with the kickback. As he gets sets up another kill. It's Asterix on that Vexana who gets that elimination, and that's no jungle available. As I was saying that, Raphael is like, nah. You think no jungle's available? No. Oh, there's the engagement. Nice from Jawhead. This is the thing about a Jawhead. He's got that 1v1 potential pickoff, and it does crazy amounts of damage here. Third and final turtle of the match is up, but Dingeray looked like going for a bit of a jungle invade. They're engaging onto the Lucas. There's a knock-up. There's a follow-up. Yeah, Ghost, he's quite low. Yeah, Lolita goes in. Clint with the skill. Managed to get the stun, but Lolita pays the price for us here. Popel and Cooper gets the stun onto the Lucas, and underneath the turret to a safety. So that's a 2-for-1 exchange going in the favor of the royalty. There's 15 seconds to go for this third turtle. Looks like they are going to go for it, but Dingeray managed to take that mid lane turret as well. So this is looking quite good for them. at this moment in time. Kills even, gold is fairly even, but they've got that map control. Popel and Cooper, Tanuki has to run back to safety, being chased by the Lord with his sword. Or the mini Lord, I like to call it. Eternal Guardian. The royalty, having taken the bot lane turret, but it was sacrificed for the mid lane, so the map has opened up, and with a Jawhead on your side could prove to be very, very deadly for the side of Dendre. The royalty now have to be a little bit careful, but we're heading into that moment in time where it is mid-game, so we will see that double marksman strat come into play. They are trying to chase the Clint underneath the turret, he gets the flicker, the Unleash the Beast comes out, Ghost is so low, Jawhead wants to go in, Kimmy plays a bit of a sacrifice there and gets taken down, but just allowing Lucas to escape.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Meanwhile, there's a double engage. Edith doesn't have the ultimate available, but is tanky enough to deal with the 2v1 situation. 40 seconds to go for the Lord as we are heading towards the timer ticking down towards the late game. Again, the game is very finely balanced, fairly even, I would say. But once we start hitting this particular stage in the game, you could see the royalty start to shine a little bit because of the double healer strat. Or with the two tanks. It all depends on... Oh, there's a nice camp out as they take down Popel and Cooper. However, the counter engages on. Unleash the Beast comes out as a Lucas. He's trying to dive into the backline. He's seizing everybody up with a Numenon blast. Controls him up. Kimmy's trying to get something done. But once more, that second skill from the Lolita forcing everybody back. Dendre, they were like, yeah, double marksman, double nothing. We've got the pickoffs just as the Lord has spawned. So this gives them full opportunity to take an uncontested Lord, as we see Dendre making that rotation very quickly towards this Lord. Kimmy wants to scout out, but knows there's no real way to contest for this. Lolita doing that, zoning. Ostrix and Salah Adams just blocking everybody up. Kratos taking a lot of damage, will be stunned up, has to flicker away. There's Popel and Cooper, manages to catch the Vixana is removed from the equation in terms of the defense. But Lucas, he wants to eat up. Oh, Numenon Blast doesn't manage to land Lucas into the backline. The frog armor still available, but are the heals coming out? There's Unleash the Beast onto Clint. So yeah, they did take the Lord, the Dendre, but they lost 2 players. So is that going to be problematic for them? The Lord being stopped here in the mid lane. This could potentially be a tier 2 turret being taken down here. No, the players are here for the defense. Could have been a turnaround. That's the thing. You take the Lord, you've got to have the numbers in terms of the players available to capitalize on this. But so far, no harm, no foul, really, to the side of royalty. They do have all their turrets available. Oh, there's the engagement onto Edith. Edith is taking a lot of damage. The last insanity comes out. They use a lot of skill. Skypiercer has proc, but there's the counter engage. Lucas leading the charge in the front line. Gets to Unleash the Beast, but the counter play coming through. Oh, but Lucas, he repositions, manages to get a kill, but it's 3 for 1. Popel and Cooper is going to get chased down. Numenon Blast does come in, but he manages to flicker a safety and... oh my goodness, that was dangerous there. A lot of action, a lot of engagement. This game could go any way, anybody's direction right now. It's so difficult to call. But there's the last insanity play. Once more onto the Popel and Cooper. He's gonna get stunned up. It's a monster kill for the Jawhead. Oh my goodness. Ghost tries to go in. He gets CC'd up. Taken down. That's a double kill going the way of the Jawhead. As tier 2 turrets are starting off fall. Mid lane tier 2 turret been removed from the equation. Numenon Blast catches onto 2. Legendary for this Joy, and he's having a proper game here. Here's Camelot.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Showing why he's the seat of power for King Arthur. 40 seconds. Next Lord is up. Enough time for the Rafaela to respawn, but the map control is the question. It is firmly on the side of Dindre. Sala Adams being scouted out here. Under 30 seconds for the Lord already. Sukuna on that X-Borg in position. Getting everything up and ready and set for the team. As we're heading into the late game, we're beyond the 12-minute mark. We're hitting the 30. No holy shields will be available as protection for anybody. The royalty want to get into position here to contest for this objective. Sukuna scouting out Kratos. Lolita in the front line. Sala Adams wants to knock that stun onto the right person. Jawhead wants to get the set, but he's going to get stunned up by Popel and Cooper. There's the follow-up. However, the Eternal Guardian comes through with the Numenor Blast. But there we go with the Revitalize coming through. Lucas in the backline. Lucas trying to do something. Lucas is going to get taken down by the Jawhead, who's legendary. But Kimmy gets the shutdown. Oh my goodness. It's so many people dead here. As Kimmy gets taken out of the equation. It's a 4-for-1 exchange. Only Popel and Cooper left alive. Will he be able to take this Lolita out of the question? It does. It's a 4-for-2 exchange. Popel and Cooper quite low. Has to retreat. They don't have the manpower just to take the Lord just yet. I think they want to go for this mid lane push. If Popel can actually land a trap, he might delay this push here onto this turret. Clint, Vexana into the mix here. They're trying to get something done. Oh, there's the Eternal Guardian with the last insanity. This should be Popel and Cooper eliminated from the race. Eliminated from the equation. There could be a potential to take this mid lane turret, but they opt against it. And they're like, okay, we cut the space open. Let's wait for Jawhead. Let's go for the Lord. We do have a number advantage. No Popel and Cooper. We just need Sukuna to pull back that frog armor.
Resurrected.
As the Lord being set, reset.
Blue team hero has been slain.
Oh my goodness, Popel and Cooper back into the equation, gets caught out. There's the traction pulse. But Lolita into the front line. Eternal Guardian only manages to catch up to one. There's the last insanity. Lucas, he's in a 1v everybody situation. Unleash the Beast comes out, but that's no good. Not being able to take anybody down. It's a 2-for-0 exchange. This is, with the waves pushing in, is there's potential here to get the ending angle. As Dindre, they do realize this. They're going to go for the push onto the wave. They got Numenor Blast. Almost manages to catch onto 2. Jawhead into the front line here, just trying to force everybody back. As we see another tier 3 turret falling down. Oh, but what an Eternal Guardian. There's only one minion there. I don't think they're able to get the lock onto the base. Killing spree going the way of Jawhead. Trying to escape. Once more the Revitalize. There is one more wave. Here's Popel and Cooper. Manages to take the immortality from that. Oh, but there's a lock on onto the base. Dindre, they're focusing everything as they take the victory. Oh, well played to Dindre. In this particular matchup, they managed to get the victory, the W, as we get to see Jawhead picking up a well-deserved MVP. 11.6, 14, 2, and 7. What a KDA. With the whole team performing very well. MVP for the side of the royalty going to the way of Tanuki with that Popel and Cooper pick. But overall, once it hit that late game, it was the double marksman didn't help out or didn't play to the advantage of the royalty all that much as they would have expected. But, for Dindre, this is their victory, their points on the board, as we'll be heading into the next game very shortly. In the next few minutes, I'm going to have the pause screen up and running while we wait for the lobby to be set. Be back with you in just a second.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go.
Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing, like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Down, Nana in one direction. Nana is trying to escape. Yuna on the hunt. Oh my goodness. No, the Melina and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why why that gives you your purpose. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Down, Nana in one direction. Nana is trying to escape. Yuna on the oh my goodness. No, the Melina and the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best. Teach a system, I invest, never hidden, I ain't scared. Ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Down, Nana in one direction. Nana is trying to escape. Yuna on the hunt. Oh my goodness. No, the Melina. And the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best. Teach a system, I invest, never hidden, I ain't scared. Ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
down. Nana in one direction. Rana is trying to escape. Yuna on the hunt. Oh my goodness. No, the Melina. And the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a...
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. And like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Down, Nana in one direction. Rana is trying to escape. Yuna on the hunt. Oh my goodness. No, the Melina. And the Melina Blitz just keeping her alive. But that was a...
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go.
Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Little lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. This is Waylander here, bringing you more action in day number 2, the final day for Group D. We have
Let's make
Dindre
the world
Your team is
up against Shadow Fox. The lobby bans were done. If you want to know what they were, it was Joy, Camilla, YSS, and Claude. So Joy, Camilla, YSS, Claude. The Claude is a definite respect ban. Nobody's allowing it, I think, Dindre to pick out the Claude. They just keep banning it out. But anyway, the bans continue. Florin, Amon, Lancelot. Very meta bans being removed from the equation. Rainer bans out the Alucard, which has been seeing a bit more of the light of day very recently. But personally, I don't think Alucard has a place in the 5-man scene, but that's my personal opinion. It really comes down to how you're going to play. He is a bit of a snowball kind of hero. If he doesn't get that farm, that bit of snowball in the early part of the game, can fall off a bit. So, Denny Jr. picking up that Belleric very early on. So this is going to limit the choice of marksmen. If a marksman indeed is going to be picked up by Shadow Fox, because we do know that a lot of teams these days like to rock the fighter on the MM. It's back in the meta. Yu-Gi-Oh! With the Fredrin pick, that means potentially we could see an Angela coming up. Angela is still open, just FYI. Angela could work very well here. Matilda as well. Matilda actually might be the better pick. Synergizes with both the X-Borg and the Fredrin. Sala Adams locking onto that Angela and the Vexana by Arcerix, which worked very nicely in the previous game. I'm thinking we're going to see a Matilda on the way very soon. Zushin or Zetien is the choice right now. I'd be thinking about a Kadita. Even a Cad could work in this particular setup. Farsa as well. Reiner deciding to go for high mobility roam here with the car lead. Could work. Nice ban though. From Corporal Chef Levi with the Basha, just getting rid of that anti-heal picks that could come in, and especially something that could synergize with Angela.
Let's go. Your team is
Iridel, the choice for the gold lane. Decent, difficult to deal with. Brian wants to lock onto carry. Can't be picking up the Claude, we know, because that was banned out in the lobby. So carry pick can work against the Fred, can work against the X-Borg, but will they give carry the space to come online? That's the question. And the Dino Warrior have not seen a Barat in a long time. But I mean, they were looking for a pick that synergizes with the Angela. You need to have a mage with that burst potential. So Kadita, Kag, or Farsa would be the choices to go if you were the side of Shadow Fox. Lunox also is there's something to be said for the Lunox up against the Barats. Though personally, I would like to get rid of the Angela before she can get the Heart Guard going. But this is going to prove to be a very interesting battle. We've got tankiness up against more tankiness. The question is, will Shadow Fox be able to take advantage of this early game power spike they have with the X-Borg, the Khalid, and the Fredrin? Angela, I mean, she needs that Flask of Oasis before she can truly come online. Barat's difficult to invade in the jungle, but doesn't have that all that much support to go with him. I mean, the heals from Angela is decent, but the Flask of Oasis is what really takes her over the edge. And, well, obviously the level 4 power spike. But that's enough about what I think is going to happen. Let's get into what is actually going to happen as we head into this second and final game of the evening and the final game of Group D. So with this, we will see the teams that are going to move through to the next round into the into the elimination playoff stages. That's going to be happening. Well, we'll know that the results for that by this evening. So stay tuned, glued to your screens, and while you're at it, don't forget, hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons, as you can definitely, or will definitely, be helping us out on the channel. Khalid using that mobility of his just to get that little bit of scout out. Looks like they don't want to go for the aggressive play. Both teams, okay, no, it's just Dindre that are setting up for the litho. They want to not take that, they don't really want to contest for it. X-Borg going for a bit of a jungle steal here. Will get scouted out. Has the frog armor, just a sliver available. Throws out any emote just to say, well, gets a lot of poke damage here onto the Belleric. The overheat does hit. He is underneath the turret. Vengeance has been popped as Kelly now going for the lane cut. And will we see the jungle invade coming through this time round? Yes, X-Borg is in there. Wants to try to get that overheat landed. But this time round, the frog armor does get cancelled out. So they just delayed a farm a little bit for the Barats. But X-Borg, he's going to need to be careful. He needs to build that frog armor up. Otherwise, he's going to be in a lot of danger. But meanwhile, first blood onto the Angela as the 4-man rotation or 3-man rotation from the side of Shadow Fox pays dividends before this first objective. Khalid going in onto the Baratz is going to get knocked up here. He still has that Daytona Blast. Doesn't use it yet as Ryder. He is quite low. He's going to have to be careful. Fredrin being zoned away. Lunox is in the mix. They're waiting for the Xbox to come and join in the fight to create the space. Lunox doesn't have that Dark doesn't have the Brilliance Form. He's going to get taken down. But it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. As the Lord is quite all, but Fredrin gets the steal and the stun up. Is he building the stacks? Yes, he is. Hits the Praiser's Wrath, but it's a 2-for-1 exchange. Going further, I think Shadow Fox would feel the more comfortable with the exchange that has happened here. Irithel eating up the shield here. No shield available this early on in the game. Irithel is starting to get fed. She's already got her first item completed. Got the Windtalker sorted out. Oh, there's the Sandstorm into the mix here. As Carrie has to retreat. But there's the damage coming through the light and the Dark Ultimate coming out from the Lunox. As this is a 3-for-0 exchange across the map. And this should be the first tier 1 turret being removed from the equation. I mean, if you were the Corporal Chef Levi right now, you would be very excited to be playing a Irithel. Already at the 3.5-minute mark, 1.5 items completed already, on the way to completing their Haas clause. So this is going to be scary Irithel very soon. Mid lane being pressured upon here. Vexana wants to try to clear this wave. Again, Irithel just eating shield after shield. Does get the engage onto Khani. Lot of poke damage. Oh, he's at 1 HP. Decides this time to pray. And he gets back to a little bit of safety. Oh, but meanwhile, it's Xbog in the jungle. Gets the double kill. There's the pressure on the hot guard onto the Vexana. Carry pops that light. Wheels wants to dish out the damage. Xbog doesn't have the frog up, but they're trying to go in. There's the Brilliance Form coming out. Oh, but Irithel with the rotation. Sandstorm locking up as it's going to be another kill going the way of Shadow Fox. It's 10-2 in their favor. Kali trying to escape here. He's gonna get caught out. He went through the wrong side of the wall. However, the Daytona charge doesn't manage to catch on the Irithel. She's got too much mobility. She's putting more pressure. The jungle invade is on. Who's gonna get this? Fredrin doesn't manage to land. That's gonna get poked up. But mid lane turret sacrificed as Irithel. She's just throwing out those skills, doing so much damage. It's only second turtle of the game, and if we just take a look at the items, Irithel almost completing the Haas clause. Fredrin secures the objective. There's the Lost Insanity into the backline. Daytona Blast into the mix. Just sorting out the praises. Rock damage. Lunox hits the Brilliance Form, trying to escape. Doesn't have the Dark Ultimate. He's going to get chased underneath the turret, but manages to escape. Meanwhile, Khalid is in the backline. Xbox with a mega kill. It's the Sky Fierce rocking as he manages to secure that objective. Wants to go in on this Belleric. Overheat has been procced onto him. As there's the Last Insanity. Xbox trying to chase down the Belleric, but Belleric has the mobility to get back to safety. Meanwhile, Khalid back into the mix. Goes in. There's the killing spree for the Irithel. She's going to eat up the dinosaur as well, sending him back to the land of extinction. Pressure being placed on the mid lane carry. Just managing to clear the wave to keep that tier 2 turret up and running, because Irithel, she's got Haas claws. I mean, right now, if I was the Irithel, I'd be thinking, let's go for them though. I mean, Malefic Gun would be a nice item, but I'd be rocking the BOD. I'd be pushing for the BOD. If you're this fed, you might as well go for the BOD early. Sandstorm into the mix. They're trying to engage onto the hand. Look at that. Just 1-2 skill combo blown up. There's going to be the Last Insanity into the backline. But Lunox gets dragged back. Oh, the Brilliance Form's keeping her alive and well and safe and managing to retreat. With this tier 2 turret still left standing, the third turtle is not even up yet. It's 20 seconds to go. Pressure being piled upon pressure here by Shadow Fox onto Gendre. They need to find the space to give the carry some farm. She's the potential game changer for the side of Gendre. So I don't know how they're going to do, but look at this from Irithel. She's like, I don't even care that you're a Belleric. I'm just going to be throwing out the skills hard card onto the Baratz. He's charging up. Wants to land that Daytona Blast. That has to cancel it out. Hot Guard has been used already, so a little bit of a wasted Hot Guard, I would say. Third Turtle has been taken by Shadow Fox. They've got all the cards in their favor right now. They should be able to take the final tier 2 turret. And would that potentially pop some of the Holy Shields as well? Because the first Lord will spawn up before the 12-minute mark. And they are in position to try to take this. Belleric just wants to keep that Holy Shields available. Eruthel just allowing that wave to push in. The same with the mid lane. So with that we have all the Holy Shields down. So that was nice wave management coming up from the side of Shadow Fox. It's still another 80 seconds or so to go for the Lord. So it's about patience right now. Potentially trying to freeze the waves. Force the side of Dindre out of their base. And use the gold, a massive gold lead that you have. It's about 9k gold lead. Make that 10k. So you can use that to your advantage. And starve them a little bit for the next minute and a half. Or just about a minute right now. The pressure is on. Dindre having to move as a 5-man unit. But they have to prioritize farm. They've got to decide who the farm needs to go to. I mean, you don't really have to decide. You just got to get the farm to carry. You got to let her clear lanes by herself. Carry is the potential. Oh, there's a Dejona blast. Will we see the knockback into the base? The frog armor being deleted. Here's the turtle guard is there's the follow-up. Oh, but the Wrath of Dryads catches out that sandstorm. But Carry, she's doing what she needs to do. However, the Unstoppable goes the way of the Xborg. Eruthel just way too much damage. It's a 3-for-1 exchange. The base should be cracked open with this. I don't know how they're going to defend it. As the Lord will be up. We should expect the side of Shadow Fox to retreat, to reset. Eruthel just securing the lane advantage. Just keeping everybody locked in the base. And this should be a free Lord going to them. But will they be able to end the game with this Lord? They definitely have the ability to do so. They've got a 11k gold lead at the 9.5 minute mark, which is not often that you get to see that massive of a gold lead this early on. It all comes down to lane equilibrium right now. You've got to make sure that you've got your lane management sorted out. Khalid waiting, just gets a little bit of poke, gets counter poke, knocked back by the Barats, goes for the prayer, he's gonna get eaten up by a Dejona blast, gets put back out, but there's the last insanity. Wrath of Dryads trying to control everybody up, but oh, it's a double kill going the way of the Eruthel. Asterix escaping with 1 HP. That's a 3-for-0 exchange. The base is open. Another tier 3 turret is falling down here. It's only 1 minion. Carry should be able to clear this. She's trying to lock onto it. She does. Khalid doesn't care about anything. He's just going in. The same with the Frederick. They're like, we don't care about the minions. We're just going in for blood. Frederick almost taken down. Eruthel locking onto the base. This should be it. Game, set, match. Go the way of Shadow Fox.
Victory!
Super quick game from them. Very strong performance. Eruthel picking up the MVP as would be expected with the 8-0 and 6 scoreline. With the rest of the team not far behind. Bota Kelly on that Xbox with the 6-0 and 7. So with the 10.7 scoring, just slightly behind the Eruthel, but strong performance from the side of Shadow Fox. They used that early game advantage, that early game pressure, put the squeeze on, and got the victory. And with that, that brings tonight's stream to a conclusion for the Hunter tournament. But if you are ready and available and want to watch more Mobile Legends action, the Origins tournament is still live at the same time, so you can always switch across from this stream to the next, and we can catch you there. But meanwhile, from myself, Waylander, this is going to be goodbye and good night for now. Well done to all the teams taking part in Group D in the Hunter tournament so far. We'll find out shortly who will be the sides that are going through from Group D. But for now, it's gonna be goodbye. Don't forget to press that subscribe, press that like, press that share button, and we will catch you next week, Friday, as we continue with Group E, which is a bit of a cracker of a group. We'll see you then.